call to order for the Town of St. John Town Council meeting for August 27th, 2025. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As you remain standing for a moment of silence, please keep the children and families in Minneapolis, Minnesota in your mind. Thank you. You may be seated. Roll call, Beth.
Mike Bovat.
Here.
Christian Jorgensen.
Present.
Ann Oster.
Present.
Wayne Pondino.
Present.
Gerald Swetz.
Present.
Bill Manasopoulos.
Here.
Joe Svetnoff. Here. And Beth Hernandez. Present.
Thank you for that. And at this time, I would like Steve Kill just to come up.
Good evening, everybody. I won't take up much time. I would like to congratulate everybody on the new community center. Grand opening was great. On behalf of the property owner and builder, I would like to formally present the town council with the deed to the property and building. So this is kind of a formality, but I wanted to make sure we did this at a meeting and formally presented it to you. And the only thing that the town council would need to do is you would need to entertain a motion, presumably somebody would make it, to authorize the town council president and clerk treasurer to execute the deed and record it, and it's for the town. So I'd just like to present this to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. We like deeds.
So turned out fantastic. Again, congratulations to everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that being said, do I have a motion to accept the deed for the community center?
So moved.
I have a motion.
And authorize the president to sign it.
And author-
Yeah, let's execute it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have a motion to accept the deed, to have the president sign it and the clerk treasurer execute it?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second, of course.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Just a point of order. I'm not going to execute it. I will attest to it, though. You'll be executing it. I just want to make sure that that's on the record.
Somebody's got to file it, too.
And
Thank you.
I'll file and
Okay.
attest.
I was gonna, if I made a motion, I was gonna mention you, but.
I'm sorry, yes, I will
Sorry,
record
Dr.
and
Jones.
attest.
Thank you.
My bad.
No, not at all.
Thank you for that, Beth. I
The
appreciate
work got
it.
done.
I was just
You know-
excited. It's so nice.
Yes. Billy?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Before we get to public comment, there were some questions that were sent in to my office late yesterday afternoon. I'd like to address a couple of them before we get started. Person asked, I was under the impression that there was just an easement deeded to the town, but it indicates that the whole parcel was. Is this land developable? The answer to that is the town was deeded the water easement. If the annexation is successful, it will incorporate the entire parcel owned by RBCP, and any development is up to the owners of the property and will have to abide by our standards set forth by our town ordinance. Was there drilling already done, and did the town know about it before the deal was made? The town had no knowledge of test wells prior to being approached for annexation. Number 3, looking up the parcel, I see that it doesn't touch St. John in any way. How are you able to annex it if it's not contiguous? Indiana Code 36-4-3-4, which is for annexation of non-contiguous territory under subsection 2B. This allows for annexation of non-contiguous property if it provides a service to the town. In this case, the subject property will be for additional well sites for the town. Number 4, if it's going to be a new water source, how is the town going to get water from it, and how much will it cost? Will the town bound it out? The town is securing the water sites for the future as it done in the past. Just recently, this administration has moved to bring wells 8 and 9 online for water production, and they were drilled around 2017. This is nothing new, just being proactive for the future of St. John. Question number 5, Mr. Novosech says that in the letter, there is no record of RBCP being registered with the state. Was the town aware of this? And if so, why did it agree to sign off on it? The developer, who is a registered owner according to county records, consented to the annexation of the subject property and granted the water easement rights. The property will eventually be a residential development. And last but not least, this property that is in question will absolutely not have a data center on it. We can continue after that.
Thank you, Billy. Moving on to item 4, public comment. We have people signed up. And first on the list is Stephen.
Arzambek.
Yeah, and if you could just give us your name again when you come up here, sir, and your address.
Yeah, Stephen Jarzambek, 9999 Belmont Court, St. John, 36-year resident. I have some comments regarding what was just covered there. At the July 9th council meeting, the town manager claimed that he contacted RBCP, the owner of the parcel in question, and asked about the possibility of test wells, specifically from that video. I had approached the owner, RBCP Investments, and asked if they would be interested in doing some of the test wells. They agreed. RBCP did not own the property until RCJJ executed a quitclaim deed on July 2nd. Per Indiana DNR, those wells were completed by Sheehy from March 25th through March 23rd, when RCJJ owned the parcel. Records show the well owner for all of those as LBL Development, a lot and controlled entity. RCJJ formed in 2018 and acquired the parcel in November 2021 per the sales disclosure form. Mortgage signed in March 2023 by Jonathan Lawton for 219 Development, John Lawton for Lawton Development, and Charles Curtis Paddock on behalf of RBCP as its secretary. RCJJ's quitclaim deed granted sole ownership to its member RBCP on July 2nd. On July 3rd, Chuck Paddock signed the consent to annexation on behalf of RBCP Investments, LLC, an Indiana limited liability company as fee owner, stating that he had the authority to execute that consent to annexation for on behalf on the fee owner. The signature page shows fee owner to be RBCP, the Indiana Limited Liability Company, and it was notarized by Stephen Kill. Likewise, the water rights and easement agreement signed by Mr. Trump, Bordelin, and Paddock contains similar language. In fact, the phrase "an Indiana Limited Liability Company" appears twice on each signature page. When I received the APRA documents, I wanted to see how RBCP was organized or registered. I entered all those names alone. The Secretary of State reported absolutely nothing. This entity did not exist in the state.
Even on the 3-minute, you got about 30 seconds left, just so you're aware.
In any case, what I can say is this: that did not exist. I have formed RBC Investments, LLC, as my own. Now I believe there is a problem with those contracts. And thanks.
Thank you. Next on the list for public comment is Jane Wallace. And Jane, if you could just give your name and your address, please.
Yes, hello, everyone. My name is Jane Wallace. I live at 13001 Waverly Court. Continuing with Steve's comments earlier, why would an experienced investor such as Trump Jr. either fail to provide documentation of the state, a formation of their LLC, or allow whomever crafted those documents to misrepresent the state of information, then sign a document given the error that they were clearly stated above the signature line? Why did our town attorney craft a document with such glaring errors? Why did Stephen Kill notarize those signatures? The Indiana Notary Public Guide states that when acknowledging the signature of an authorized representative rather than that of an individual, that to ensure the validity of such authorization, quote, documentation documentary evidence could be provided, such as partnership agreements, corporate annual reports, trust agreements, or verification from the Business Services Division. Business cards and stationery are not sufficient evidence. So the proposed annexation ordinance and water rights and easement agreement with respect to comments made by Councilman Jorgensen and others at the conclusion of the July 23rd meeting regarding investment by Trump Jr. and partners. The agreement requires the town as grantee to build the facilities, not RBCP as grantor. The only apparent investment by RBCP to date is whatever is contributed to the purchase price for the parcel in 2021, as their sole ownership was acquired via quitclaim deed for no consideration. The annexation ordinance does not take effect until the earlier of December 1, 2027, or the date on which water is being extracted from and treated on the annexed real estate, with a caveat to cover delays due to challenges to the ability of the town to enact this under Indiana code. How would such extracted and treated water be supplied to the town if any development not proceeded to the point contiguous with the parcel without the expense of installing a long pipeline crossing unannexed parcels in unincorporated Hanover Township? Improvements on the parcel need approval by the County Plan Commission, as the town has no jurisdiction until the conditions noted in the proposed ordinance are satisfied. The town has not started any discussion with the county, given that Ned Kovacevic responded to surrounding Landover complaints about activity on the property by sending a cease and desist letter on August 18 to the address of Paddock in Covington, Indiana, who appears on the quitclaim deed as the responsible party for RBCP to receive such notice. Ned holds that the drilling of test holes on the parcel constitutes prohibited development activity per county regulations and
And Jane, just so you're aware, about 30 more seconds.
no entity has initiated any discussion with his office about developing the property. Can all this be done in little over 2 years? Landover owners adjacent to and near the parcel in question, whom have spoken with me, have noted they contacted State Senator Niemeyer about their concerns. On this past Tuesday, his assistant confirmed that he had been tasked with studying the relevant Indiana code, as the senator was the author of the amendment regarding wells and water treatment to assist the town of Lowell. Did not get through the rest of it, but that's the end of my comment.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving to item 5, approval of minutes. Approval of minutes for the August 7th, 2025 Town Council meeting, and B, the August 13th, 2025 Town Council meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the August 7th, 2025 Town Council meeting minutes.
I second.
And the 13th?
I was going to make another motion.
Okay. Well, we have a motion for the August 7th. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I abstain.
We have an abstain. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries 4-0, 1 abstain.
Mr. President, motion to approve the minutes from August 13th, 2025 Town Council meeting.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item 6, agenda items. A, financial matters of the corporation. Request to purchase. There are a total of 16 requests to purchase and the combined total of $303,379.99 for approval. Beth, would you like to comment on these?
Sure, your first one is to Ale Warren for unleaded fuel in the amount of $12,182.50. Ale Warren again for your on-road diesel in the amount of $8,415.12. Cargill Incorporated, this is for 80% of your 2025 to 2026 treated salt agreement in the amount of $156,481.60. Another Cargill, this is for 20% of that order, which will be spent only if needed, in the amount of $39,120.40. Communication Company. This was for an air compressor for the fire and sprinkler system at the Public Safety Building. It was a emergency repair in the amount of $7,468.75. Ferguson Waterworks for, this was a drill for tapping water mains in the amount of $4,400. Ferguson Waterworks again for a 4-inch meter for 9,000 Wicker Avenue in the amount of $6,389.17. Ferguson Waterworks a third time for a 4-inch meter for Lincoln Elementary School in the amount of $5,811.17. Fire Services Incorporated, this is for body work on engine 7620 in the amount of $5,720.94. Interstate Power Systems, transmission repair for Public Works truck number 427 in the amount of $4,399.26. Keystone Cooperative for on-road diesel in the amount of $8,284.38. Keystone Cooperative again for unleaded fuel in the amount of $14,196.92. Lambert Concrete, this is for your town-wide sidewalk replacement program in the amount of $8,800.51. Lambert Concrete, again, for concrete repair due to a water main break in the amount of $4,494.27. Leo's, this is for Christmas trees for Christmas in the Park in the amount of $5,265. And lastly, Sigma and Sons Plumbing, and this was an emergency replacement of a hot water tank at the Public Safety Building in the amount of $11,950.
Thank you, Beth. Do I have a motion to accept the request to purchase?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 2, accounts payable voucher dated August 27, 2025, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the town of St. John in the combined total of $1,158,918.27. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item 7, ordinances and resolutions. A, motion to approve ordinance 1873 and ordinance amending Town of St. John zoning ordinance number 1872 and 1483, being an ordinance replacing all town ordinance number 839 as amended, repealing all town code sections and ordinances or parts thereof in conflict therewith, and all matters related hereto, and all matter related herewith. Billy,
So-
did you want to comment on that?
Yeah, so 1873 is replacing 1872. That was passed at the last meeting. It has to do with the bank building on 93rd and 41. In the ordinance itself, it had a language that contained Exhibit B, which had some information about EDA. It should have been in there, was a Scrivener's error, so we removed it. So you are passing the same ordinance with that correction.
Okay, thank you for that, Billy. Do I have a motion to approve ordinance 1873?
Motion to approve ordinance 1873.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Motion
Do we
carries
need 2 on these?
5-0.
Do I need 2 on these?
On an amendment, Joe?
Yeah. Just one? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't want to hold them up anymore because it was a snafu for a commercial. Okay, then I won't ask to suspend the rules.
Thank you, Christian. Appreciate that. No, good to. Moving to item B, ovarian cancer proclamation. And at this time, I'd like to recognize Teresa Stump. And Teresa, I believe you were here last year.
Yes, last few years, so.
And if you could just give us your name again and
Yep.
just,
Teresa Stumpf, I'm a resident of St. John for the past 6 years. Thank you again to Beth and the rest of the council for getting this together for me again, allowing me to build awareness, advocate the much-needed awareness and everything for ovarian cancer on behalf of the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition, Ride for Hope, which is also a division of National Ovarian Cancer Coalition, and the Northwest Indiana Teal Hearts group that is also a part of National Ovarian Cancer Coalition. So thank you guys again. I've got some documents to give you guys. I got some pens and jelly bracelets and stuff, and I appreciate it.
thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Teresa. This time, I'd like to read the proclamation. A proclamation acknowledging September as National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month 2025. Whereas every year, thousands of women in the United States are diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Like all cancers, ovarian cancer is brutal and cruel, inflicting pain and hardship for women and their families. Like so many families, we too know the pain of cancer all too well. And whereas during National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, we honor the courage of those affected by ovarian cancer and renew our commitment to fighting this illness that takes the lives of far too many women. And whereas ovarian cancer ranks 5th in cancer deaths among women and causes more deaths than any other gynecological cancer, in 2025, it is estimated that 20,890 women will be diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Of those women diagnosed, an estimated 12,730 will lose their life to ovarian cancer this year. Sadly, the risk of a woman getting ovarian cancer is about 1 in 91 in her lifetime, and only 20% of all cases are found in stage 1 or 2. If the cancer is caught in stage 3 or higher, the survival rate can be as low as 30%. And whereas, as we observe National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, we are united in our goal to improve the lives of all women carrying the burden of this disease, including the lives of the families and loved ones. We are also united in our support of the researchers, advocates, and healthcare professionals who are working tirelessly for new solutions to prevent, detect, and treat ovarian cancer, and to improve the overall health and well-being of all women. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed, by virtue of the authority vested in this public body of the laws of the state of Indiana, we do hereby proclaim September 25 as National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. We urge all residents to join in this special observation, in witness whereof we have hereto set our hands this 27th day of August in the year of our Lord, 2025.
Very nice.
Item 8, Town Council action. A, motion to award bid to Altoff Incorporated for the amount of $241,475.47 for the Prairie West Park Lot expansion. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
A second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item B, motion to approve agreement with First Group Engineering Incorporated for 2025 pavement rating, sign and sidewalk inventory, and asset management plan not to exceed $79,800. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
If, Mr. President, if we have Evan here from First Group, if he can give us a little bit of rundown of what that consists of.
So the item B on your agenda is for the PASER ratings that are typical for the community crossings compliance that the town needs every year. So this year is a dry year, or This year was a drive year for the town, so we went and did the LiDAR rating. So with that comes the PASER ratings that you need for the LTAP submittal, as well as a full sign inventory of the town and sidewalk condition report. So not only will there be a map of the roads in town, but also the conditions of all the sidewalks, as well as photos of all the signs in town, with condition reports that go along with that as well.
Can I ask, is this something then that you would do yearly to, as we're growing, you add to it, or how does
So
that?
we run it the same way, similar to the PASER ratings have always been, is we drive it 1 year, and then it's a computer-based update the following year. LTAPs didn't want to force too much resources into driving the roads every single year. So we still do it the same way, though if there was a need from the town to get other assets for some reason, we can always redrive it, or depending on how old it is, we can always reprocess last year's data to get you can get basically anything you want out of this drive. Manhole covers, fire hydrants, street poles, basically anything. So the roads, the signs, and the sidewalks were the current things that the town manager's office and Public Works kind of wanted to see what the capabilities are.
Okay. Thank you for that, Evan. Thank you, Billy. And with that, is there a motion to approve the agreement for First Group, or the PASER rating for 79,800? Yes. Second?
No.
That one,
We already approved it.
We
approved that
approved
one.
it. He explained it.
Okay. Motion, C, I'm sorry, C, motion to approve agreement with First Group Incorporated for 2025-2 design and building assist not to exceed 73,300.
Mr. President, Mr. President, it's bidding assistant. Mr. President, I make a motion, I respectfully request this be deferred. I haven't had the opportunity, I saw the first one, B, but I never had an opportunity to take a look at that and compare and contrast with the other private bids that we received. So I would respectfully ask that we defer this till next month.
All right, understood. Motion to defer the agreement with First Group for the design and bidding.
So, moved.
Second.
Make a motion.
Second.
I second.
You make the motion?
No, I made the
I
motion.
You
second.
made the
his
motion, you're seconding?
I second it.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
and just to touch on that, Evan, that doesn't do anything for our timeline or our schedule by just having it deferred, correct?
No, that should be fine. The community crossings, this came now, community crossings just opened up, or they just gave us some information last month that the call was gonna be coming out for the October instead of the normal July call that they do every single year. So if this doesn't happen till next month, we should be fine. I actually have the list of roads for your office to take a look at and put together a package that would go along for the design of this.
Very good.
Thanks.
While you're up there,
Yeah.
don't go away. Joliet Street, now we were gonna put that pathway in, and I think the public knew about it, but now we're delaying that because we're gonna put a third lane in. You wanna explain that kinda quickly, please?
Yeah, so the current agreement that we have with the town was for just a path on the south side of Joliet Street. We got a little further into the design and realized what we needed wasn't going to fit with the current traffic configuration out there. There's a couple of passing blisters and auxiliary lanes that wouldn't have allowed us to stay within the existing right-of-way out there. So once we took a look at it, and the need for those blisters they come from the old traffic studies that would have been done when those developments were put in. So we need those auxiliary lanes out there not to decrease traffic flow out there. So this really does make the most sense for the project itself. So we've pushed the delay from being constructed this year. We'll bid late this winter, maybe early next year for a construction next season.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Evan. Moving on to D, motion to waive vendor fees for the 2025 Fire Department Open House.
So moved.
I second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. E, motion to waive fees charged to the Challenger Center, a non-for-profit, in the amount of $50 for a vendor fee for the Movies in the Park to be held in September 26, 2025, Bill, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, so the Challenger Center is a nonprofit for kids. It specializes in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and tries to inspire kids to pursue those careers.
Okay, so that's what we're doing that for. Do I have a motion to waive the fee for the Challenger Center?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item F, motion to reduce vendor fees for the 2025 Kris Kringle Market to $50.
We have discussion on it?
Absolutely.
Well, wait for a second, and then it's on the
All right,
question.
okay, sorry.
Okay, I'll second it.
Now we do discussion.
On the question.
Yes, on the, why are we reducing the fee? That's how we make our money, is through what's being charged. So what's the regular fee now? Is it 100?
So it is for 4 hours, it's $50. Last year, it was a 4-hour event. The EDC asked for it to be a 6-hour event. So a couple of the members asked if the council would like to keep it at 50 for a 6-hour event.
But now, we're not trying to make money with it, we're trying to break even, so how is that gonna work with the finances? I mean, we're not trying to make money with it, but
Correct.
well, we might fall short, so then that's really not good.
And again, that's
But again, that's up for everybody else in the
your
council.
guys' thing, but it is a new program and it's the second year. And again,
And
that
it
was
it worked out real good last year, didn't it?
Correct. And it was at the request of the members of the E EDC.
You think that's okay, Wayne, or?
Either that or we table it and we do a little more discussion on it.
We can give
We can do
numbers
that
for you
too.
for the next meeting if you want.
Yeah, let's do that if everybody's interested.
Sure.
Yes, you have a little more information.
Yeah, we'll just defer.
Okay,
Okay, I withdraw my motion to approve.
all right. Item F, motion to reduce vendor fees for the 2025 Kris Kringle Market. Motion to defer.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
So moved.
He's got to make it, yeah. So Wayne makes a motion, I'll second that.
Second. I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item G, motion to accept performance bond for Gates of St. John, Units 2931, the amount of $230,000. Do I have a motion?
I'll move to accept the bond.
I'll second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item H, motion to approve intergovernmental agreement between the Town of St. John and County of Will for communication system access. Billy, could you speak to that?
Yes, Will County is upgrading their radio systems. That will also mean that we will have to sign a new interlocal agreement so we can communicate with them on there.
And this is for fire, not police.
I believe so, Wayne, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was for both, no?
Is it?
I know that they're one of our backups,
Yeah.
yeah.
For the fire, right?
No, but even for,
Public safety
public
entities, so
safety,
both.
yeah.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
it's rare, but every once in a while you see
Well,
them.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they would. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve in the intergovernmental agreement between St. John and Will County.
Do I have a second? I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item I, motion to approve task order number 25-09 for Robinson Engineering for 2025 Osage Drive and West 81st Court Culvert Cured in Place Project. Design and engineering not to exceed $38,000. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve task order 25-09.
Do I have a second?
I'll support it.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item J, motion to approve task order 25-10 for Robinson Engineering for Hedwig and Fellberg drainage improvement, not to exceed $22,000. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve task order number 25-10.
I have a motion, do I have a second? I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. President, we have Dave Schilling here from Robbins Engineering to get a little information on both of those.
All right, thank you for
Items.
that. Dave?
Thank you. Like Bill said, Dave Schilling, Robinson Engineering. I'll start with Osage Drive and 81st Court. Those are two corrugated metal culverts, about 48 inches in diameter. The bottoms have rusted out on both of them, and the top section on the 81st Court has also eroded away. There's a hole in the pipe, ground sinking in. So we've determined that these are acceptable for cured-in-place pipelining, which is like a big concrete balloon that goes into the pipe, cures without having to dig up the road to replace the culverts. And
stuff.
any questions on the Osage Drive?
No, were those culverts, those original?
They are original, not all that old to be completely rusted out. I want to say that subdivision was probably built the late 90s, early 2000s. So,
Oh, was it that soon? All right.
but the concrete will last much longer than the metal.
Yeah.
These projects will meet the bid threshold, or no?
I was going to bid them regardless.
So you were going to bid if they came in under 150 regardless for bidding?
Yep. Actually,
Can I
Osage
get
is
cost
almost ready to be
estimates,
bid.
because we have a few other stormwater projects coming up next year, which would cause me a little concern.
I will send those to you.
So I need the cost estimates of these two projects. Evan gave me the cost estimate for Joliet Bike Path, and then you guys have your 40 acres, which has a big chunk of stormwater coming out of there. So we want to do a cash flow and make sure that you can afford all of this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cost estimates would be great.
Any other questions on
Yeah,
Osage?
real quick, have you had much experience with the concrete balloon like that? Have you done many of those?
Yes, we've done countless of these with the corrugated metal pipe.
Good success rate.
For sure, 100%.
Thanks.
And then the Hedwig and Failberg, that's a intersection that is very flat in the winter. It's almost like an ice skating rink. It doesn't drain properly. So this task order is to do a topography, determine the most cost-effective way to get that water off the pavement and into the retention pond.
Good. Thank you for that,
Thank you.
Dave. Any other questions, comments? All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Item 9, reports and correspondence, Town Council. Any comments or anything from the council here?
I have nothing.
I think silence speaks volumes.
Well, in that case, I'll have something to say. I'd just like to comment on the tremendous success of the St. John Community Center that was donated to the town. It's a beautiful, spacious facility. It'll serve the town people for decades to come. And for me personally, I'd like to thank the majority of the town council that worked together on this, the effort of the clerk treasurer's office, Beth, our town manager, Billy, our tremendous park board, our public works, and the many people behind the scenes. But ultimately, I would like to recognize the citizens and the people of St. John. For without your support, I don't think this would have happened. I'm truly grateful, and I was able to see at the turnout at the community center how long the people have been waiting for this, if the turnout was any indication. And this is what I can say that we can always achieve when we work together. I just think it was a great job. Thank you to everyone.
Well, I have a pretty good excuse for why I wasn't there, so, but I'm sorry, guys. Heard it was great.
It was, and it's very
I
beautiful.
mean, couldn't help it.
Why did it take them so long to do what they did?
That was
It's like, was it been a month?
That's the quickest I could get in.
I could have gave you a discount.
I don't think it would have healed up as well, and, yeah, I appreciate that. I'll think of you if I have an appendectomy.
There you go. All right, B, town manager.
No reports at this time, thank you.
Thank you. C, clerk treasurer.
No report.
All right, with that, item 10, adjournment.
Motion to adjourn? Last chance, Beth.
So moved.
I have a-
A second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those